Hi to whoever is watching. GZwilling here. Today we're gonna do a segment about pictures. I'm gonna read about two pictures that I asked my artist to paint and explain, and then I'll give my own opinion on the pictures. By the way, this is my dog Jenny. Say hello. Good job. Really good job. She is on the table and she jumped there by herself. She can do that. And we're going to talk about how we're doing it, how we can do that in another video. And for now, enjoy. I make an effort every day to do some type of exercise. Two most used are walking and bike riding. The bike riding is usually around the area of my home, within 8 kilometers. It sounds short, but considering the radius and taking in all the fields, it covers a wide area. This picture was in back of an army base nearby. It was the first time I had been in the area. I loved the way the sun was blazing on pathway. The greenery was all wild vegetation, but I loved how it all came together, including the background. During the painting, I tried to catch not just what the view was, but how it affected my senses when I saw the scene. Now, this picture is an interesting one because first of all, like you said, it was in back of an army base. I love how he captured exactly the tree, the broken branches of the tree, and how he painted the grass and all the trees in the background. I love the idea that he painted the clouds different from the. You can like see the clouds in the sky. It's all around good, and the change of colors and the change of pace of the picture. The fields and the composition was very important in this picture. The plant in the foreground was the underlining reason for wanting to paint the whole scene. I tried to make the scene light and airy, even more from the picture, which was darker. The plant, in its flowery form, was in sharp contrast to the rest of the winter wild vegetation. Now this picture is different because it's more colorful, probably different times. First of all, the clouds and the sky, I like the way he painted that. Also, the trees in the background. But what I love the most is the ground, like the dirt, which looks real because the changes of brown, and also the green, the grass. The main plant, I don't look at the main plant because it doesn't capture my eye, but the whole scene except the main plant. I don't know what he tried to do with the main plant, but once a year, I make it a point to go on a long morning walk up to the Tel near us. Tel GZwilling, one of the oldest places in the world. It was one of King Solomon's 3 cities. And of course, it is mentioned in the Old Testament. I take a breakfast and leave very early in the morning, just before the sun pops up. It takes over an hour and a half to get there. And once on top, I walk all around the area trying to include everything. Each year there are excavations been going on and off since the beginning of the 20th century. There is one prime area where they assume back over 3,000 years ago, formation of stones was erected as a meeting place for tribe around the area, as a peace gathering area. The formations here are right on the edge of all the columns, looking out over the expanse of the valley below. It was a nice day, but I wanted to make it more dramatic, thinking what it would be like 3,000 years ago, sitting at the side with my friends and maybe enemies, talking to them. Now, this picture is very interesting because the stones, like he said, represented a gathering area, but also it caught the clouds as the sun went up. I know the sun isn't here because it's probably on the other side, but look at the clouds, look at the change of color in them, and also the plants, the yellow and the orange and red in them. Tel Aviv-Yafo has two ports, one in actual Tel Aviv north of the city, and the second, not as built up, not as commercial, is the port of Yafo, one of my favorite spots in Israel. My wife and I try to go there a lot. One day during winter last year, she suggested we go. Of course, stormy weather, waves hitting the banks and spraying water upwards towards the pier. It all made for a very dramatic picture, just because of the water. Life does not stop, and precautions are taken. An umbrella, a raincoat, these are the precautions. Now, I think in the picture my mother is over there with the umbrella, I'm not sure. But I love the way he painted the waves in the sea. It looks beautiful in my opinion. And the waves in the sea hit very close to home because I was in the Navy and I've been seeing these waves in this rough sea almost every day, and I love the idea of it in the painting. Hope you like this segment. If you like the segment, click that like button and we'll talk later.